working on any Olympics is addictive. There is nothing like the excitement, the adrenaline surge. It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
The Olympic Games are the biggest design project in the world. You can design a magnificent stadium, but it's the look of the games that makes it Olympic. Even if the venues are 400 miles apart, the viewer who's tuning in doesn't realize, because the look of the games makes everything feel like it's right next door to each other.
The visual language should kind of be cohesive and hang together so that if I'm looking at the pictograms, I know that it belonged to this Olympics. That look needs to expose your culture and talk to your own legacy and your own heritage.
The look is the most important project because this is the background that inspires the athletes to achieve their best. I am Greek. I grew up loving the Olympic Games. Olympism and the Olympic Games are engraved in my heart. So it was a dream of a lifetime for me to design all the applications. And the emblem was the first step. The olive wreath was the symbol of the ancient state of Athens. It was the greatest award an athlete could get in the Olympic Games in antiquity. For the pictograms, the human form that we did create was drawn from the Cycladic figures in our culture. And also the detail was similar to the ancient Greek vases. So it was only a matter of expressing our heritage in a modern way.
It was such a huge moment for the Olympic Games to return to Greece. The contract that we were bidding for was producing the ceremonies, effectively delivering the vision of the artistic director. Dimitri Papaioannou had already been in place for almost a year with his team, and so the first elements were spending days with him and his creative team, looking at all his models, understanding what he was hoping to deliver. In particular, delivering the idea that the field of play would consist of a lake with a small boy and a sailing boat, and then suddenly the lake would disappear and we would be able to do other things on that central field of play. That was just one challenge of 100. Another difficult challenge was an effect where the Greek statues, the chorus and so on, broke into parts, a bit like Russian dolls, revealing other forms of sculpture within it. And each time you rehearse it, it took 24 hours to reset. We'd rehearsed it 24 times and it had worked twice. And the 2 times it had worked were not the last 2 times. So sometimes you'll look at an idea and you have no idea how you're going to realize it. I've trained myself not to let that show. And the way that you do it is the way you deliver is to build a fantastic team of people around you. Head of technical, head of flying, head of lighting, head of all the different disciplines that you need. And the great thing about this industry that we have, the public event industry and in particular the Olympics, everybody's up for it. Everybody wants to deliver the most zany, impossible things. People don't say no.